Hi, Genki Call here with Invasion for the weekend of December 16th, 2022. Forgot for a second. Let's head into the shop. I will go over what we've got here. First of all, our siege breaker is General Suladin. If you don't know what a siege breaker is, they get 3 to 5 times damage on towers. That includes Leona's tower, by the way. If you have them traded, they do that with their skull damage as well. He does have a little skull damage reduction, so you can put him at the front of the team. But he's only going to do this bonus damage to the towers. So for the early levels, you don't actually need him because you won't be fighting towers right away. Then at the third tier, you get this brand new weapon, the Mortal Chain. It explodes blue gems. If you have any humans on the team, they'll get it a random status effect, and then it summons a human troop. I love these weapons. I have to have them all. This is the first one that does red and brown, as I recall. And, it's just not going to be good for this event because General Suladin uses brown, and yeah, I don't recommend this particular explodey weapon for the event, but it's better to get it with gems in the event than to have to spend diamonds on it later, and you are going to want to not get mana, or not, sorry, not get weapon blocked in your kingdoms if possible. So I recommend getting it if you can. I've already completed a few stages here. Something of note is that my sorry. Ah, my guild has already finished quite a bit of the event. I've gotten a late start here, but there are individual rewards. You see, this stage here alone has 15 gems as a reward. So even if your guild completes the entire event, at least try to get through stage 7 so that you can get those juicy rewards of the gems. Gems! We love gems. All right. So this first team is, well, the first two teams are for people with no sorry, no legendaries. And as I said, you really don't have to have General Suladin at first because there won't be any towers. This is for the early levels. Atlanta does damage to all enemies, and that's why she's here. Cobaltine Wand, you could also replace this with something that does damage to all enemies because Angry Mob is a really good mana generator. If you're lower level, it's not as good, so you might need an explodey weapon. I chose this particular one because it self-enchants. But, let's see, I'm going to be full up on that next turn, so I'm going to take this. Wait, what is he? Brown gems to skulls. No problem. There we go. You go for that, buddy. Uh, yeah, I'll go ahead and take the skulls. We're going to use Suladin here, and these mage towers, they self-enchant anytime they get a purple match, so it's good to target them. We're going to get that extra damage there. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me! Destroy a bunch of gems, get some. If I had those skulls, I would have used them. Do a little damage with Atlanta. Yes, it's not going to work great for long, which is why I have something for the later levels for you, which I am going to show you right now. So later on, you're going to need something more powerful. You're going to have more towers. So what I would say is this is not General Suladin at the front, and that is because of Mang. Eliminate all armor for an enemy, does damage, and gains attack equal to the armor eliminated. Now, if you are using Earth's Fury, if you have it, you have to craft that, but it uses the same colors and it gives attack to all allies, so you could put General Suladin in front in that case, but you want to take advantage of that extra attack. So, and the higher level you're fighting, the more powerful these type of weapons become. That's Mang and Earth's Fury and Trickster Shot. Those are my 3 favorites. And of course, you could always do Rope Dart, but all towers, including Leona's tower, are invulnerable. You can't do any kind of status effect to them. You can't curse them away, you can't stun them, nothing. So you can't insta-kill them. So anyway, so we're gonna do this one now. But the idea is on the higher levels, you want to hit them with the Mang first to strip their armor and then use your siege breaker to kill them. Of course, that's really not necessary until the higher levels when you're having trouble one-shotting them. At this point, I'm still one-shotting, but hello, I thought I told you to do something. Thank you. Thrall is for mana gen. He is fantastic for mana gen, and I'm just gonna take him out that way. There we go. Maybe I can showcase this type of thing a little better on some higher levels here. But let me show you, actually, let's do that one more time, and then I will switch to the teams with Legendaries. I'm just grabbing the next team code here. Copy. And, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that, you bet. That, let's blow things up. Kapow! Now, I think at this point I can still one-shot these guys with my Siege Breaker. Yeah, I mean, it's really early on for me. I love the holiday towers. They're so pretty. And we'll go ahead and do this. That small amount of armor I just took my attack from 65 to 104. You can just imagine on the higher levels just how high your attack is going to go using Mang. Not as much with Earth's Fury. Earth's Fury is spread out across all of your troops, but also very, very useful. So the next team here is with Legendaries. This is meant for the early levels when it's going to be nice and fast. You see I have Assassin here. There are a couple of different insta-kill options with Assassin. You don't have to use Assassin. I'm using Assassin simply because it has a Dark Storm. You could use Archmages, you could use Sorcerer. They all boost purple, and there's so much purple on this team that I wanted to have a Dark Storm starting out, and that's why you'll find that on the team code, but I have it maxed out, so I'm switching it. All of the other team codes have Geomancer. That one has Assassin. But again, those insta-kills will not work on a tower, so let's take this in. The idea with this team is fast mana with Thrall. You've got the Dark Storm. You would have the Dark Storm if I still had it activated. The Dark Storm to feed the whole team with purple, plus this weapon explodes purple gems. And this does damage to all enemies, making it nice and fast for the early levels. You can see here I'm already having trouble with one-shotting. I'm not that far. I mean, I'm more than halfway to the all. Oh heck, you can see how far I am. The idea is it's nice and fast because it does damage to all enemies. And then the next team that I have here is for the higher levels when you are having trouble. Again, we're going to be using Thrall for mana, 2 General Suladins with him up front, and my favorite Trickster shot. Now it is partially mana blocked, but once you get mana for it, it self-enchants, plus Thrall is just so powerful, it doesn't matter. But eliminates all armor, does damage, gains magic boosted by the armor eliminated. This thing is so powerful, the higher their level, the more it's going to kick butt. So plus, we're just going to take this in here and show you. And then we'll switch to the last team, which does not have a Siege Breaker on it. Not only does it not have a Siege Breaker, it doesn't have an armor stripping weapon on it either. So we'll get to that in a little bit. So I'm going to show you how well this works. Right now, the damage it does is 55. We're only stripping 69. 69 damage, and now it's up to 80 damage. So the higher their level, the more, sorry, not the higher their level, it is the higher their level, but the more armor they have, the harder Trickster shot is going to hit. So, and the reason General Suladin is up front is because, you can skull them down with that 3 to 5 times damage. I have 5 times because I'm at mythic level. 3 times is at base legendary, 4 times is at legendary, and then if you have it at mythic, that's when you get this 5 times damage on the towers. So let's do this one more time, and then we'll switch out to the other team. I think it's going to work just fine without a Siege Breaker or an armor stripping weapon, but we'll find out in a second. Just need to get some, well, I mean, you're gonna hand me the skulls. If you're just gonna hand them to me, I'm gonna take them. I'm not even gonna get a chance to show you what Trickster Shot does. Meh. This is working nicely. Okay, so there are 3 here. So let's do this one more time, and then I'll switch to the last team that I think can take you all the way through. But we'll see. We will see. Give me a minute. I'm gonna get there in just a second. Ooh, that was a nice match 5 for them. Let's take care of this Valraven Tower here. Alright, this one has the most... Meh. This is still going to strip their armor. It just won't do the damage. It will still... It won't do the damage. It will strip the armor, and it will gain the extra magic. Watch this. And it will break the barrier. So now we're up to 86 from 55 from that much. But anyway, let's go ahead and get rid of this. And then we'll do this. Oh! That did not do much damage. I must have done the 3 times damage. Wait, it should have done more damage. Why didn't it do more damage? Oh well. Of course, if you get stunned, that's bad. But anyway, last team that I have for you, I think you can go all the way through with this. I mean, you can do level 500 delves with this. I think that this can handle some towers. You just have to know how to use the team. You can use whatever class you want. I'm using Geomancer because I need to level it. We've got the Shield of Urskaya that rocks the armor, plus barriers yourself and whatever you select. I'm on the higher levels, like in delves on the level 500s, I always cast on first slot so that I don't lose it to a random skull, but Thrall for mana gen and then double Tesla. This should be very effective. If you don't have double Tesla, you can put Royal Engineer in this bottom slot. I forgot to put that in there, but yeah, we're not, okay. So right now, she does plus 158 true scatter damage, by the way. Let's just hit anybody here. They get a barrier, you get a barrier, and this is now up to plus 191. And the higher the level of the enemies you're fighting, the more armor it's going to add. But you see I got some damage here from a random skull. That's why I like to cast on the first slot, unless something is in danger. So yeah. Booyah. Alright, let's do that again. And then I'm going to show you the rewards that you will get for completing all 7 of the early stages. These are the individual rewards that you will get for just doing those first 7 stages. Incentive to actually participate in the events. Don't really want to cast with her until, yes, Tesla is a female. Don't want to cast with her till I cast at least once with that. So we're going to do this, and we'll finish up with this. Ah, hooray. Okay, so we've got the first 7 stages complete. That means that we can now grab our individual rewards, which are... let's see. 5, 10, 20, 30, 45, 65 diamonds, and a minor orb. Let's see what we get. Give me something good. Orb of Glory would be great. Click, click. Ah, Orb of Growth. Oh well, that is fine. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye!